CTV News at 5 with Tony Ryma and Rick Wyman with weather.
Good evening. So glad you were with us on this Tuesday. There are flood warnings tonight across the southern part of our region. Heavy rain in the region has caused some major flooding, some impacting travel in the area. Highway 533 remains closed due to flooding from Mattawa to Highway 63 in Redbridge. In North Bay, there is major flooding near Fisher Street and Memorial Drive. Police in that community also issuing a reminder to keep children and pets away from waterways and that the weather could cause unexpected road closures. Parry Sound and area as well as Manitoulin Island are also under flood warnings tonight. To tell us more about all this rain, let's bring in CTV's weather specialist, Rick Wyman. Rick.
I put the S in specialist, Tony. Systems map courtesy of Environment Canada, brought to you by CAA. I'm just kidding. Get your membership today at caa.ca, the system that's currently hampering, not just infiltrating, but hampering the Northeast. We had lots of rain earlier today. Sault Ste. Marie as well. North Bay got clobbered, and some of the areas, of course, led to the various flooding scenarios right across the Northeast. So we got a bit of a break, at least in Greater Sudbury, where the rain stopped. And again, that's going to continue in a couple of days as well. It's going to be a wet week, so we'll have to keep a close eye. Watches, warnings, and again, be safe wherever you are. We'll take a look at some of the 5-day numbers coming up in the forecast, Tony, in just a minute. But again, it's wet and it's dangerous out there in some situations, so people are advised to be on guard. Back to you.
Thanks so much for that, Rick. And by the way, we'll have more on the flood warnings tonight at 6 o'clock. Provincial police in North Bay charged 15 drivers after a collision closed a section of Highway 11. Police closed the road north of North Bay Sunday morning after a commercial vehicle and a pickup truck collided. The driver of the pickup was taken to hospital with serious injuries and was later charged with careless driving. The highway was closed for 5 hours. Police say during that time, despite clear signage about the closure, 15 drivers proceeded to use the closed section of the highway. All were charged under the Highway Traffic Act. From statistics on collisions to red light cameras, the annual road safety report is set to be presented to the Operations Committee at Sudbury City Hall next week. CTV's Lindsay Alec has some of the highlights.
The number of collisions in Sudbury has spiked since 2021, having increased from 1,564 to 2,302 in 2025.
I know they indicated that in the 50 and 60 speed limit zone, that's where there was the most accidents. But what was the actual reason for the accident? Was it because they were speeding above the 50 or the 60? Or, was it driver error? Was it road conditions? I mean, there's a lot of things that come into play.
It was revealed February is the month that averaged the highest number of collisions, while the most common day of the week for crashes was Friday. And between 5 and 6 p.m. was the most common time for a collision to occur. The report also highlights the 6 red light cameras in the city, which have been in operation since 2022. There have been more than 14,000 tickets issued during that time.
I'm surprised that we continue to see a high number of red light camera infractions. And my office is across from one on Cedar, so I actually see vehicles drive through red. I can't explain it, that sometimes there aren't even attempts to slow down.
Information on new pedestrian crossings and 5.54 kilometers of cycling tracks are also highlighted. For both Pedant and Fortin, resident priorities differ.
Sidewalks on Notre Dame and Isilda are a big need, and people want it. The cost is, from what I was told a couple of years ago, in excess of 10 million to do the road and put in the sidewalk. So it's a lot of money, but it is needed here.
Number one complaint to me, and it remains true today, are calls and concerns for speeding.
The annual road safety report will be presented by city staff at the Operations Committee meeting on Monday. Lindsay Alec, CTV News, Sudbury.
Sudbury's MPP brought the issue of 4-laning Highway 69 to question period once again. Jamie West says 2 of his neighbors died in a fatal crash last week.
In 8 years of Conservative budgets, not a single dollar has been allocated for Highway 69. Not a single cent has been spent, and not a single inch has been 4-laned. Speaker, my question is, why does the Premier keep breaking his promises when he knows Highway 69 kills people?
Minister of Transportation.
Very much, Madam Speaker. We continue to make great progress on Highway 69, and we're going to get shovels in the ground to get Highway 69 built, Madam Speaker. We have detailed design work that is continuing to happen as we speak today. We're working in collaboration with the communities on Highway 69 and the remaining stretch that hasn't been 4-lane.
And Sakaria says the highway is part of a $30 billion plan, but was unable to provide a date as to when those shovels would be going into the ground. Well, it's time for a quick break. Coming up on CTV News at 5. Rick has your full weather forecast, but first, we are heading to Algonquin Park. This live webcam is courtesy of the Friends of Algonquin Park. The temperature is 6 degrees in Whitney. We're back in a few minutes.
Country 91.7. Sudbury's home for the best country music. Listen for your chance to win $50,000 with Pure Country's big $50K payday.
Not a good day for a lot of people across Northeastern Ontario with all kinds of rainfall and the threats and warnings, of course, that we've had of flooding in specific areas. Let's check out our forecast radar. This is the system that's hampering us all. It stopped raining in Greater Sudbury just before noon, mainly cloudy skies, but we've got some showers and drizzle that will persist. That's pretty well the forecast for tomorrow, but again, another system moving in by Thursday. So again, lots of rain in the forecast. We will get a break or two with the sunshine as you are about to see in the 5-day forecast. Sudbury Nickel Belt, drizzle and showers for tomorrow. Not too shabby, not too serious either. 10 degrees there, 15 chance of showers on Thursday, so more rain on Thursday. Friday, sunshine at 15, 10 degrees, showers on Saturday. And then we've got flurries again, 2 degrees on Sunday with the chance at 40%. Meanwhile, in Sault Ste. Marie, now this forecast pretty well a copy and paste scenario right across the Northeast. Drizzle showers at 10 tomorrow, 14 Thursday, chance of showers. Friday, sun and cloud at 13. Saturday, some showers at 7. Only 1 on Sunday with 60% chance of flurries. Meanwhile, in Timmins, Cochrane, Kapuskasing, drizzle showers at 8. 15 Thursday, chance of showers. 11 on Friday, sunshine is back. Saturday, showers at 9. A chance of flurries at -2 come Sunday. And you thought that maybe that hint of winter weather was over? Not so fast right now. Temiskaming Shores, Kirkland Lake, rain drizzle tomorrow at 9. 16 Thursday, chance of rain at 40%. 13 Friday with lots of sunshine. Saturday, chance of showers, 60%, a high of 10. Then it drops back down to 0 on Sunday, 40% chance of flurries. And wrapping things up with North Bay, West Nipissing. Rough day in North Bay, West Nipissing today. Lots of rain there. Showers, drizzle, 13 for tomorrow. Thursday, we've got the chance of rain at 40%, 15. Even better, 16 Friday, sun and cloud. Chance of showers Saturday at 14. Only 1, so you go from 16, 14 to +1 Sunday with the chance of flurries. So, Tony, as they say in baseball, we're not out of the inning yet with the shower activity. We've got the odd break with sunny skies, but it'll still be wet for the duration of this week. Back to you.
Thanks for that, Rick. Well, a new report is revealing inmates in Northern Ontario moving from custody to the community are more susceptible to drug poisonings. CTV's Angela Gemmell has the details.
Really trying to ground this work and this research in remembrance that behind every statistic is a human life.
The toxic drug crisis has taken its toll on Northern Ontario, and a new report shows that toll is even higher for those just released from incarceration.
The risk of drug-related death is 50 times higher in the period post-release than that of the general population. So this is an issue that's really impacting people's lives and costing a lot of a huge human toll.
The report from the John Howard Society of Ontario focused on drug poisonings in Northern Ontario and the connection to the correctional population. Hussein was one of the researchers.
The period post-release can be quite volatile, quite risky and dangerous. People may be released without medication continuity. They might not have transportation. They might just have the clothes on their back that they were incarcerated or arrested in, which may not even be seasonally appropriate.
Frontline workers and those with lived experiences from Sudbury, Sault Ste. Marie and Thunder Bay were interviewed and data collected. The report found gaps in supports like treatment options, detox services, supportive housing, primary care, and sustained funding for programming. Those challenges are echoed by locals working to help and support.
There aren't the pieces within the justice sector and the health sector to help you. That has real risks for the future. And the impacts on our child welfare system, our families, in communities, it will be even greater.
The report, including its recommendations, has been forwarded to the provincial government. The Ministry of the Solicitor General says it works with community partners and municipalities to support individuals released from custody, including establishing connections with treatment services. Angela Gemmell, CTV News, Sudbury.
Over the past several months, major changes have taken place at the Gathering Place in North Bay. CTV's Eric Tashner tells us more.
Lunchtime at the Gathering Place fills the seats at the tables for people just above the poverty line who need a hot meal.
Doesn't matter how many people there is, they're going to feed you. So it's a welcome blessing.
The Gathering Place has been cutting costs to balance the books, like paying someone to remove garbage, saving $1,000 a month. The soup kitchen is finally finding some stability.
We're working better with our bank to get some better interest rates.
In 2024, skyrocketing grocery costs, coupled with donations drying up, caused major concern. The Gathering Place chose to reduce the number of meals to lunch only, letting staff go instead of closing the doors. The board admitted that a major misstep was not paying remittance to Revenue Canada. The Gathering Place refinanced its building and is paying the debt back to the CRA.
We're below the $100,000 mark now that we owe them, and that's a far cry from where we started, probably 81.
The soup kitchen serves meals to around 100 clients each day.
It is kind of tough, so I mean, it helps out because you're right, when you get one check a month, it makes sense.
When we get to summer now, we're going to be blown out of the water as far as number of people are concerned.
The Gathering Place is also making some renovations this summer. A new roof will be installed, new signs are coming, and it will receive a fresh coat of paint both inside and outside. While there have been a lot of changes, the Gathering Place's mission stays the same.
If somebody needs a meal, they're going to come in here and we're going to feed them. There's no ifs, ands, or buts.
Eric Tashner, CTV News, North Bay.
$1.5 million will help two organizations in North Bay connect patients with primary care. Local MPP Vic Fidelli announced the lion's share will go to the North Bay Indigenous Hub to connect over 1,000 patients with primary care providers. The remaining money will go to the Blue Sky Family Health Team to help more than 470 patients through a planned expansion. An informative breakfast hosted by the City of Greater Sudbury. Coming up on CTV News at 5, an event to help residents save money and energy in their homes. This morning in Sudbury, the city hosted an Earth Care breakfast. The focus was home energy retrofits to improve efficiency and reduce environmental impacts. CTV's Alan Everson reports.
Panelists shared advice on how homeowners can make their homes more energy efficient through retrofits. Rethink Green hosted the panel through its Green Economy North program, focused on sustainability and climate resiliency.
I hope that they realize that retrofits are possible, that they're maybe not as intimidating as they thought they were, and that there is a collaboration of community groups, of our municipality, of business professionals, of energy auditors. We are working together to make this process more efficient and easier to navigate.
The informative breakfast was hosted by the city with another message that local options exist.
With this event, the idea of retrofitting our homes to be more resilient and more energy efficient, it ties in with the city's climate action. It also ties in with our affordable housing action as well. So there's two topics, two of our priorities that this ties into.
Panelist Brendan McClellan is a registered energy advisor who does energy audits on homes and buildings. He helps navigate people through retrofit options and available rebates.
There's a variety of programs available right now, mostly through Enbridge and Save On Energy. There are several different streams with different eligibility requirements. So certainly getting some advice to find out which stream and which rebates are the best fit for you makes your decisions easier.
McClellan says rebate programs are based on following through on a minimum of 2 recommended upgrades. He adds retrofitting not only makes homes sustainable, but also saves homeowners money. Alan Everson, CTV News, Sudbury.
The Sault Curlers Association will soon have a new address. Councillors in Sault Ste. Marie voted unanimously last night to rename a portion of Anita Boulevard Team Jacobs Way. It's to honor Brad Jacobs and the Saultites that make up his curling team, who returned to the city with Olympic gold.
It's just one of those things where everybody here is very proud of them. I can't think of a single person who wasn't glued to the TV for both Olympics, even the Briars at the time, right? Like putting Northern Ontario on the map for the Briars. It was just fantastic, right? Like we beam with pride.
The only address affected on Anita Boulevard will be the curling club, which will now be located at 1 Team Jacobs Way. The Sports Palace in Kapuskasing has reopened. The facility was closed just over a week ago due to damage caused by heavy snow. According to the mayor, at the time of the closure, the damage affected a wall between the Sports Palace and curling club on the south side of the building. For the first time in over 20 years, senior girls high school basketball players will be involved in an all-star game. It gets underway at 6:30 at L'Horizon Secondary School in the Greater Sudbury community of Balcarron, and each school in the league will have at least one player participating in the game. The Sudbury Five will begin defense of their Basketball Super League title on the road. The Five will start the best-of-5 series against the KW Titans on Thursday. Game 2 of the BSL Championship is slated for Sunday in Kitchener-Waterloo. Sudbury Five then return home for Game 3 on Tuesday, April 21st. 2 hockey playoffs now due to major flooding around the Bort Longyear Memorial Gardens. Game 4 between the North Bay Battalion and Brantford Bulldogs has been postponed. A new date has not been announced just yet. Meanwhile, the Sioux Greyhounds are looking for their first victory in round 2. This is the 3rd game of the series and the Western Conference semifinal against the Kitchener Rangers. Puck drop at GFL Memorial Gardens is 7:07. So, is it a dog or a cat? When we return, our Take Me Home Tuesday segment. You're watching First at 5.
It's been a wet week in Northeastern Ontario, but today we bring you a ray of sunshine. Robbie Ray is on Take Me Home Tuesday, and so is Emma Bailey, my co-host as always. Emma, thanks for dropping by. Robbie Ray, an unusual name for a cat. Former Blue Jay, by the way, for those who know that. Very quiet, but not timid.
No, he's very sweet. He's very affectionate as well. He's 6 years old, so he knows what he likes and what he doesn't like. He's done pretty good with other cats, and we think a slow introduction with a more quiet dog might do well. He's usually more outgoing, but today he's a little shy being in studio, a little camera shy, but we think in the right home he'll just blossom and be so confident in himself.
Okay, you got me on the color. I love the color.
Oh, he's stunning. Pull up his little towel blanket a little. It's just, he's so pretty. He's got luscious long hair. He takes really good care of it, and he's so soft.
Any health issues?
None that are concerned. He has some dental stuff that we can talk about with the doctors, but nothing huge of concern. He's on a regular Royal Canin diet, and that'll go home with him in his adoption kit. And he's neutered, vaccinated, microchipped, and ready to go home.
Okay. Aside from Robbie Ray, small animals, dogs in particular, and even some cats run into dental problems. Maybe if you could just elaborate briefly as to what to look for and what to address more importantly.
Absolutely. So if you ever notice a change in their diet, a lot of times if they're having trouble with harder food, that could lead to some sensitivity in their mouths. Always keeping up with their dental care. So whether that's dental treats like greenies, brushing their teeth, keeping up with their vet care, and just checking in with your vet if there's ever any concerns.
I've got the questions, and of course, Emma has the answers. Robbie Ray needs a home. Robbie Ray is 6. He's also a left-hander, so that'll come in handy in your home, and he needs a loving home right now. Here is your ray of sunshine for this week. We're back with more Take Me Home Tuesday in 7 days.
Our first community close-up comes to us from just outside of North Bay. Students in grade 5 and 6 classrooms at St. Teresa Catholic Elementary School in Callender are participating in the North Bay Society of Architects Climate Change Challenge. The challenge runs tomorrow from 11:15 a.m. until 12 noon. The kids will be building structures that respond to one of 3 climate considerations: water, fire, and wind. We're off to Blind River. Larry Kirtley says the spring migration has begun with a lot of different species. He spotted a purple finch and a yellow-rumped warbler. Great shots there, Larry. Thanks so much. We are heading to Swastika near Kirkland Lake. Raymond Bourgeois says 1 year, her husband Donna, her son Nelson, and daughter Lynn built this big bird out of snow. It took them 4 days. They made good use of all that snow. That's taking a step back. What a great job. Thanks, Raymond. And if you have any pictures, videos, or events you'd like us to showcase, you can email them to us at communitycloseup@bellmedia.ca. Finally, the Toronto Tempo made history Monday night, selecting Kiki Rice, 6 overall, in the first round of the team's first WNBA draft.
With the 6th pick in the 2026 WNBA draft and their first ever pick, the Toronto Tempo select Kiki Rice, UCLA.
The 5'11" guard from the UCLA Bruins averaged 14.9 points across 38 games this season, helping lead the team to an NCAA championship. The 22-year-old was also one of a record 5 UCLA players taken in the first round. The Tempo have also signed Hamilton native Kia Nurse, marking the first Canadian signing for Toronto's expansion franchise. More news from the North coming up at 6. For now, continue watching as we hand things over to CTV National.